Hi loves, hope all is well. I'm just going to be doing a little update about today's energy. Yesterday was the full moon in Leo. We also have, so we're in the shadow period of that, but we also are in the shadow period of the retrogrades that have gone direct. So we had Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars will be going direct on the 23rd, I believe. So that combination of retrograde influence on the energy that we're feeling now is kind of heightening the symptoms, I guess you would say, of the Schumann resonance and the other astrological aspects that are in play and everything that's kind of happening energetically. So physical symptoms, some of them have been itching, blurred vision, pressure in your head, like kind of a headache, but more pressure, sinus issues or head cold feeling, ear ringing, of course, body aches and pains like that don't last for longer than 24 hours. Flu-like symptoms. So there's a lot happening. Nausea. So there's a lot happening physically that's helping us to integrate and really allow our bodies to be upgraded, I guess you would say. And we're also experiencing symptoms like emotional things like feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious, kind of a roller coaster, like you're happy, you're sad, you're neutral, you're angry, you're easily triggered, like all of these things. So it's like kind of moment to moment at the moment. So it's really important to make sure that you're grounding and allowing yourself to feel your feelings, allowing yourself to be present, allowing yourself to validate what you're feeling and not try to compartmentalize or try to ignore, and just be in that place of transparency. You're just kind of ebbing and flowing with things. You're allowing the energy to do its thing. So one of the most helpful things that I find and with my clients is to be very conscious when we're going through these kinds of energetic shifts and upgrades and downloads and all that kind of stuff, where you are telling your body, your mind, and your heart that I effortlessly integrate this high frequency of love, of light, of high frequency energy, whatever you want to say, into my body, mind, and heart. And give yourself permission to allow this to be effortless. Give yourself permission to allow this to be fluid so that you're not feeling the density of it as much, where you can kind of flow with it and the symptoms kind of come and go. It's not something that holds on for long periods of time, and it really helps you to just be fluid and be transparent. So think of it as you have this sieve above your head and all this energy, high frequency energy, is coming in through the crown chakras and above, and it's just flowing into your, not only your energetic body, but your physical body. And things that don't serve you, things that are no longer aligned with you are getting like flushed, so to speak. So this is why we were feeling maybe some intrusive thoughts, or, revisiting the past and the woulda, shoulda, couldas and all that kind of stuff. But it's just like our teams are just saying, hey, it's time to let this go. Whether it is something that is in your current energy or your current life, where, maybe there's relationships that need reassessing, or relationships that you need to kind of step away from and distance yourself from because they're no longer aligned with who you are right now. Relationships have been a big thing over the last probably year or two now, where you're just shifting away from the energy that is no longer aligned with you. And remember, it's not about hierarchy or being better than anybody else or anything like that. It's simply energetically we're just not matching. And that's okay, because we're all on our own journey, and you have to come through that place of non-judgment and not allow the ego to kind of, talk shit, basically. That, oh, I can't be friends with you because, you're just not where I am, like that kind of a thing. It's more of, we're just not in alignment right now, and we kind of need to go on separate ways while we do our own thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. When we step away from whatever it is, people, places, or things, and we do it through self-love, we do it through that place of self-awareness and consciousness, it doesn't come from that place of density or 3D or wanting to cause harm or anything like that. It's simply that self-love, and you're taking care of your needs that your body, mind, and heart and your spirit team are guiding you to do. So don't get lost in the aspects of judgment or trying to make excuses or make up reasons as to why you feel that this decision is best for you. And that goes with romantic relationships as well. And knowing that maybe you've just outgrown that relationship and it's no longer suited and it's time to move forward. So allow this energy to really show you and to nourish you and to be that guide of this is what is for you and this is what is not for you. So giving yourself permission to release, to let go, and a lot of self-reflection and growth is happening with all of us. So remember that everyone is feeling this and not everyone understands it. So, have compassion and patience for our fellow beings because we're all going through it. And if people don't understand, or if people don't have support or the knowledge or whatever to grasp, what is happening energetically, then just imagine the chaos that they are feeling within them. So please try to be, loving and patient and understanding with everyone that you come into contact with. Because remember, we project our own stuff. So if somebody is going through this and they have a lot of buildup of 3D energy, like anger and hurt and sadness and all of these kinds of things, then they will project that. And we are responsible for ourselves. So if somebody's coming at you in a certain way, or if someone's behavior is triggering you, that's a guide for you to go within yourself. So this person did this or said this or whatever. Why did I feel the way I felt about it? Or why did I react or respond the way, I did? So just remember, anytime we're triggered or anytime we feel uncomfortable or uncertain, it's because we're being guided to go within and ask ourselves those hard questions, so we understand that we are fully responsible for ourselves. Like, I'm responsible for how I think, how I feel, how I project, or how I interact, or what I give my attention to, all of that. We are responsible for us. And we can't be in that place of, you have to behave a certain way so that I feel comfortable. It doesn't work that way. It has to be in a sense of, I choose my feelings, I choose my emotions, and I choose how I'm going to respond or deal with or whatever with whatever the situation is. So just make sure you're being very conscious of you and your feelings, your emotions, and work with those. Grounding is so important. Getting outside, being in nature, meditations or movement or breathing exercises. There's so many things we can do for ourselves that are really simple to help to integrate this high frequency energy and to find that balance and to allow ourselves to purge the leftovers or the fragments of what is no longer serving us. So just make sure you're taking time every single day, a few times a day, hopefully, to do things that are self-loving, do things that are showing your body, mind, and heart that, you matter, I care about you, you're worthy of all this joy and happiness and everything like that, so that you're not getting stuck in blockages and in densities of the energy that is coming in. So the Schumann resonance has a color scale. So it's so important for us to really work with that white light energy, so to speak, where that is the influx of high frequency. It's the influx of new earth energy, 5D energy, whatever you want to call it. And it can be tough because so many of us are not used to life being easy, and we're people tend to identify with suffering, identify with things that are painful and struggle and all this kind of things because that's the old programming. So allow yourself to be transparent and flow with the ease and have faith and that knowing and that belief in life is meant to be easy. You are meant to be happy and healthy and have a peaceful and harmonious life. So when you have that belief and you have that faith and you have that knowing and you trust in that, that is what will unfold for you effortlessly. So take care of you, okay?